Was cracking, everybody was cracking. Can you hear me? I had my mic muted in my own ears. My bad. Here we are, the inaugural. Can't even say it. Trying to use words I can't even say. I can spell it, but anyways, the inaugural Gunner and Dubs weekly recap. I wish I had an applause button for that, but this is a new thing we're gonna try out with you guys. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to talk about the videos that were put out there during the week. We may freestyle and do some other things. This is for you guys. This platform is for you guys. Let's go ahead and blow this up a little bit. Let's see how that looks. There we go.
Okay, perfect.
And it's for you guys. Whatever you want to see, whatever you want us to discuss, remember, we'll try to keep track of the comments during the week on any of our channels. We have 4. We're hardworking men. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see what we can do. Gun, you got anything to say?
No, I'm ready to get it going. A lot happened in YouTube this week. A lot, man. And I myself did a lot of videos this week. I know Dubs, you did. And just for the record, right? We do a lot of the same material. I think all content creators across the board kind of touch on the same subjects. And remember, it's not copying each other. It's not cutting and pasting. It's nothing like that. What it is giving our own perspective and our own opinion, because we, albeit we're on the same page, we're in different paragraphs, you know, so we have different theories and different things going on.
Yeah. So this is what we've decided to do. So we went ahead. I'm going to say we, but it was actually me. You know, I was like, Gun, let's do this, man. He was like, let's do it. Whatever you want to do. And so I wrote down 8 topics that I saw, and we're gonna do 4 here. Try to do 4. We may run our fucking mouths too much and only get 2 done, but we're gonna do half and half. So we're gonna do 30 or so minutes here, and then we're gonna pick it up on one of Gunner's channels. Which one you want it to be on? Collective Clips?
It's gonna be on Gunner's Collective TV.
Gunner's
weekly.
Collective
This
TV.
is gonna be a weekly reoccurrence every Friday. Come chill with the homies on Friday, man.
Yeah.
You know,
and
come chill with the homies on Friday.
And we'll probably rotate it. So this week, the inaugural, it's gonna start part 1 on my channel, part 2 on his, and we may rotate it where next week it's, you know, part 1 on his channel, part 2 on mine. We'll figure it out. It's a work in motion. You guys are right here with us from the jump. I'm gonna pick one right now. I feel like I'm playing Yahtzee, fool. Serio. And boom, here we go. The first one is going to be Lefty Gunplay puts out a diss track. How the heck? Yeah. Why is it on my half hour?
Yeah. Lefty Gunplay puts out a diss track. So
and we're going to keep it real. Go ahead. You can kick it off if you want.
So I did a controversial video on it. Got a lot of hate. In fact, I had to do a piggyback video because some youngster tried to check me because he felt that for no other reason he wanted me to pick sides. And basically pick sides in what? It's not like I'm not gangbanging. This is music. Okay. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. And I think I pretty much in my first video put it out there, man. You know, Lefty decided to clap back. He has every right to clap back. There's been a lot of disrespect, right? And I'm actually happy that he chooses to do it, and that all these guys are choosing to do it on wax. They're banging on wax, right? Because albeit it does send a message out to other people and it could get dangerous on the streets, it could cause some chaos. They themselves, man, are choosing to, you know, do it in the booth, and I commend them for that. Now, as far as Lefty's song, I didn't like it, right? And it had nothing to do with the lyrics. It had nothing, well, a little bit with the lyrics, but nothing to do with the message. It had to do with the lyrics not rhyming, not being on beat, the beat drowning out his voice. You know, I'm talking about from a hip hop perspective. You know,
OTR. You know, come on now.
It's that world famous.
But no, it's OTR. OTR, the world's famous gangbanger.
Yeah, and Lefty
something
Loco.
About a stepper.
Yeah, certified stepper. You know what I mean? Every time I hear Certified Stepper, it makes me think of Bounty, the Swiffer picker upper. I don't know why.
I don't
The
know. It's a new
steppers.
term to me, stepper. Like
Anyways,
I never heard Raza say that, but go ahead. And I have something to say. I have something.
yeah, I know the message behind it is gang related. And my message to everybody was, I didn't care for the song, not based on because he's from the South, because my favorite Chicano rappers from the South, Conejo, right? It's more so and I like some of Lefty's music, no doubt about it. I just didn't like that one, that particular song.
I didn't, to me, I feel like this. There are some songs that Lefty has put out that I was like, oh, that shit's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like this, if you're putting out a diss track, that's got to be your hardest shit. Yeah. That has to, that's when you're trying to end somebody on wax. We're old, so we say wax, right?
Yeah.
That was something that it was a fail. It was a miss, right?
Yeah.
I think he said a line. Is that the song where he said a line, something about I didn't diss you, but now I will, or something like that? Like that was cool because he was trying to set the record straight. Like,
no, that was Lazy Boy. That was Lazy Boy that did that.
Oh, I thought Lefty had something like that in there too.
He might have. The beat was drowning his voice out. His voice wasn't loud enough.
It sounded like nothing was written. Yeah. To me, it sounded like he was freestyling.
And I believe he was. He's the world's greatest freestyler, according to him, shit. Right? But no, look, and you're right, Dubs. I wanted to tap on that. You're right. When I think diss songs, right? When you think Tupac, what's the first song that comes to mind?
Hit 'em Up is one of the ones.
You think Ice Cube, what's one of the first songs that comes up? No Vaseline.
But look, okay. and we have this current thing going on with Kendrick Lamar and Drake, right?
Yeah.
The dissing going back and forth there. I mean, come on, keep it real. Kendrick killed it, right? He slaughtered it, in my opinion. I didn't hear the Lefty one and be like, oh shit, that was not even close to what I did. I was like, I listened to it twice. I was like, am I missing something? I almost did a fucking Lefty gunplay hand thing right there when I said, wow.
Well, but look, on the flip side, Lazy Boy also did a diss, and I didn't think it was that great either. I thought.
Can we just look real quick on the Lazy Boy? Again, I don't have a dog in the fight. I just want to hear good music, game. I want to see you guys elevate. But can we just for 1 second talk about the beginning of the Lazy Boy video when he said, I'm on them when I see them?
Yeah. So I remember I called you immediately and we're discussing that. So I'm a realist, right? A realist, and what a realist is, according to what my belief, right, is I'm going to give it to you real. I'm going to tell you what's on my mind. Most people are not going to like it, but I'm not adding preservatives. I'm not sugarcoating. I'm just going to tell you straight up. And that song was decent, just because it was on beat. But that beginning of that video, the line that stood out to me is when he's kicking it with that dude with the long shirt, right? And and good Lord, right? And he says like this. He says, "Oh, when I see that," he said, "Man, I ain't tripping off that Scante warrior. When I see them fools, I'm on all of them. You ain't gonna see them fools.
He's not. Neither side is gonna see each other."
Yeah,
that was funny, eh?
Look, neither one of those guys are gonna see each other.
No,
it's not like you're gonna catch them slipping at the In-N-Out burger, right? It ain't happening.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. I have a feeling what something you just talked about in this first question is gonna be the one I'm fucking pulling next.
Probably.
Let's see. Here it is. Let's see. No. Oh. Wes Watson reported dubs.
Okay. True story.
Wes Watson reported me. Go ahead.
I'll let you start that out because it's you that got reported.
So I did a reaction to the Fresh and Fit that Wes did where he fucking humiliated himself and got shit on, right? And it's on the small channel. It's on the Dub S channel, right? And they demonetize it. It's one of my highest viewed videos on that channel, right? And it's still getting out there, but they restricted it. They limited it, right? I don't know if it was because of Fresh and Fit or because of Wes Watson. That was my initial thing, because a lot of people were getting at me and they were like, look, Fresh and Fit, YouTube is on them. They don't like them. They always have problems, this and that. So I was like, okay, well, yesterday I get an email from YouTube that the thumbnail was Wes Watson in the outfit that he was wearing, the skin tight fucking leotard, lightweight leotard clothing that he had on.
Yeah.
What he wore, and it's on everybody's channel. Everybody, they're showing him, but mine was him from behind when he pointed at the dude, and it looked like he had a shitty diaper on, right?
Yeah.
And I said, it looks like he has a load back there. That was it. They hit me with a nudity violation. There's nobody nude. That's when I was like, okay, this is something else. It's not even YouTube at this point. I feel Wes reported me.
Pants so tight, he looked butt naked.
That's man, homie. But why were the knees the only place that had a hole?
Yeah, I don't know. How does he hoop? Does he reach through the knee and stick it in that? So here's my thing. Initially, whenever you said, oh man, I think I got reported. What I believe, this is what I believe. I believe that Fresh and Fit video, because there was some derogatory words on there, some homophobic words that were stated by Wes Watson, right? I believe that they talked about a firearm. There was threatening. There was a lot of bullying. Just that whole get down right there was not YouTube friendly, right? So I believe Fresh and Fit, and I know for a fact they pulled it off their platform.
They did.
But it was already screen recorded and everybody snagged it. The whole YouTube genre snagged it, right? So everybody made their own, reaction to it or whatever. I believe Fresh and Fit, I believe YouTube is trying to shut that down. Anyone who does, like myself, I also did a reaction to it. Didn't do crazy amount of views. I caught it late, but you caught it like right when it happened, like a few days after it happened. So I believe that anyone who's getting big numbers and it hits that algorithm and YouTube spots that, they're snagging it down. They're taking it down.
Well, I know that
Fresh and Fit has reported anyone that's using that video to pull it, to flag it,
I've seen even yesterday somebody did one and it had almost 1 million views in one day.
Yeah, it's a trip. It all depends on YouTube.
Because I also tried to do a reaction on this channel of it, and excuse me, it was a 45-minute reaction, and YouTube hit it with a red dollar sign. That means you are not playing this. And then they said, but you can do these, remove these parts, right? And I talked about it, yesterday. And when I did it, I let them do it because I just hit a button where they edit it, and it was just me. It was almost nothing Wes Watson or anybody on the panel said. I couldn't put that out for you guys.
That's exactly why I believe that they flagged that video, and I believe everybody's video is going to be taken down eventually. But Wes Watson, he's a shady character, man, and I wouldn't put it past him to feel the pressure, the heat, the Wes Watson Wednesdays, the videos we do. And again, man, we're not doing it to hurt this guy's feelings or anything. As from what he says, he's a grown man and can't no other man hurt his feelings and all that. We're just having fun, man. It's just content. We're not necessarily picking on Wes. We're picking on the character he created, and not even picking. We're picking through the character he created. That's the way I see it, man. I'm not, the person that Wes has become from the person he was 2 years ago is totally different. And the first Wes Watson, I'm not going to lie, the one with Big Herc, I was interested. I watched his early videos. It was somewhere along about his second video when some things didn't add up. And, I'd never seen dorms on 180 yards and things just didn't start adding up. And that's when I knew. I think it was the video where his homeboy took off running out of visiting. That did it for me. That's when I knew that something was wild there, And so,
there's a lot of stuff he said, and people say that, hey, he does have a good message. And I'm like, maybe at one point he did. I feel like it's all gibberish at this point.
Yeah.
I don't understand a lot of what he says. And I always say this: prison is bad enough. You don't got to lie. The fact that you were in prison, you survived it, and you're out here and you're motivating people would have been fabulous. Right. But all the extra stuff is like, I don't know, but let's get to another topic. Let's try another one right here. Here we go. The Norby's incident.
Ooh-wee.
Norby's.
That was trending, huh?
You know, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead because I got a lot to say about that.
Well, the first thing I want to say is this. I do not understand. Like Norby's, I've done, and I'm not trying to beat up on him. We're just recapping at this point. I already know I did 2 things on it, but I really feel like I saw a video today by Sonny, the Streets Ain't Loyal, and I have to agree with what he said, man. That when people are putting out, and I don't know if I was dozing off when I was on there. I had YouTube on, I was dozing off. But I think he was talking about, and I know other people are saying that, like, putting the actual footage of the beatdown has been put out there. And I feel like that's too much. You know,
Me too.
like look, it's like in a joint when somebody gets whacked. If you were to, like, somebody's getting whacked next to you and you just jumped up and ran, you're gonna get hit next. You're fronting off what's going on.
Dry snitching, fronting them off.
And I feel like people putting that out there, I don't know, man. I don't know if people just feel like anything is content now. And I don't believe that, man. I really don't. I believe, look, I don't have a dog. I'm not picking sides on none of the bullshit. But if I was the guy in the video that was winning that fight,
the aggressor,
I would be upset. I would be extremely upset, man. Like, how in the fuck you put that out there, Holmes? You know, like, maybe that guy,
lawsuits, everything.
Yes, you know? And there's people that are saying, hey, but Norby's went over there, so there's really not a case. That's not necessarily true. You got to understand, there's a complete different standard of proof in civil law than criminal law.
Absolutely.
You can be held you could be held civilly liable even when you're found not guilty in criminal court.
Here's a perfect example.
Go ahead.
Perfect example. OJ got found criminally innocent, but got found civilly guilty for the murder.
Yeah.
He had to pay the Goldman family and his wife's family. He had to pay them. That's why he went broke.
And I think most people, like, if I happen, me personally, I'm gonna just put myself, if I happen to whoop somebody's ass and I have a home and I have certain things that are valuable, I would rather go and do 2 years in the joint than give all that up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But this is one of those scenarios, Holmes, where it's I don't know, man. I just, the incident happened. I honestly feel like Norby's was very naive. When he was saying the person's name and banging on the door. I get that. People don't want to have sympathy for him because of that. And like I said, I'm not picking sides. I just feel like as content creators, we should have some kind of, like, look, there's a lot of people that are talking about, because when I said I won't be surprised if Norby's presses charges because he's a square, there are people that are saying, fuck that, that doesn't justify it. Well, then tell those same content creators not to put that out there. It's the same fucking thing.
Same thing.
I don't see the difference.
That's so here's my take on it. They Norby's, there's an old school saying, you probably heard it too. You go knocking on a door, someone's gonna open it up, right? That door got opened. And I think he felt protected because he was on live. I think he thought that camera was like a bulletproof vest, that it was going to protect him. And he realized that phone, man, couldn't block shots, right? And so whoever did this, and I'm still sticking to my guns, it's none of my business as far as saying the name of the guilty parties. There's names, people have alleged names. Even the guy himself has went on camera and admitted to it.
Yeah.
As far as opening yourself up for lawsuits and all that. Now, the streets dictate, man, if you go sue someone, Holmes, you're weak. That's weak. Now, if someone steals your property, someone fucking destroys your car, someone does that, and you got a case to sue and there's a fender bender and shit like that. Yeah. Okay. I understand that. But if you're fucking woofing and you're making your bed, you got to lay in it. Okay. There was a lot. See, what a lot of people don't understand, and a lot of people didn't even know really who Norby's was. I'm just now finding out who he was or who he is. There was a lot of back and forth going on. A
Yeah, and I
lot.
didn't know that.
And
Yeah.
even more so, I'm going to say even more so, what I say was, I think it was initiated by Norby's, and I think that was to get his foot in the door in YouTube, right? I'm just being blunt, straight up. And some people do that, and we've discussed it many times. That is a recipe for disaster, not for success in social media. You know,
real quick, I don't know if you know this because I don't really watch all the other stuff on YouTube, but in the comments, somebody told me that they believed because Tony A had let Norby's go, that he was trying to, like they say, catch lightning in a bottle. That maybe he got it into his head, I can go over here and go viral if I go and do this. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if Tony A had let him go right before that, or I don't know, but that's what people
Well,
said.
again,
And
he
you know
caught
what?
lightning, but it wasn't in a bottle. It was upside his
Yeah, he
head.
got lightning. Yeah.
He caught
He got
lightning on the
lightning in
fucking
his
side of his eye.
jibs.
Yeah. So, yeah, he got struck by lightning.
But no,
a few times.
I mean, but that again goes back to me, at least, goes back to how fucking naive the dude was, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and
look,
as far as
Holmes.
holding him accountable on like a gang related tip, well, neither one of these individuals are really pushing that hard line like that. You know, neither one of these individuals involved in that altercation are promoting gangs and all that. So, but still, the street code is, take an ass whipping like a man and keep it pushing. You know, you could come back from that. You could come back from that. You have dignity. It's not about the W or the L. It's about the pull up. And he definitely did that, right? I think more people will respect that rather than if you sue and you do that. That's kind of like entrapment. You know what I mean? You knew what was going to happen. Now, as far as
do you think he thought he was going to win?
I
do you think that maybe he
not with the phone like this? You're not.
Yeah, he did. He think he only needed one hand to win that fight? Maybe. Well, he found out.
He was on his Devin Haney shit.
Right,
Look, I'm going to tell you this.
He's on his Devin Haney.
This is
spoiling that.
Yeah, he's. I thought what I thought was the viral moment, and I know it didn't go viral, but I thought could be a viral moment was how it shows him yelling, and then next thing you know, it shows him on camera, he's all bloody. I was like, damn, what happened to him? He got hit by the
Did you see the part when he like had a thing of blood right here, and he goes, "What's this?" And he goes, "Oh, I think that's a moco."
Yeah,
my boy, a moco. Hey, what was that about name? Canelo socked him out, and the big old booger shot out. That's what happened. My boy, the booger just said, "I belong right here."
Here's my thing. Again, what you said, and I want to double down on that. These people that are putting out videos of, perfect example, AD China Mac, the alleged fight, right? That fight, the ghost fight, the phantom fight, right? I don't even want to say ghost on this channel. We're leave you base where he's at, but the phantom fight where it happened or it might not have happened. I don't know, right? Now, I know fights. I've been in a lot of them. I could tell by how red China Mac was. I could tell by AD's hands. You could tell something happened. Whether it was horse playing, slap boxing, a fight, you could tell something happened. But them guys were smart enough and educated enough to understand you don't need to put it. They did enough views just discussing it and the after effects of it. And that's what real motherfuckers do. You're going to call someone out, you handle your business, you don't have to put it online. I made the fatal mistake myself of recording when I socked that dude up that was in the car. Remember a long time ago? And I went to jail for it. I did jail time over that. So anything you put on the internet, man, it gets real. You know, I took the deal. I went and sat down, you know? So, the person these people that constantly put out these incidents, I understand it makes for good views and it's drama, but at the end of the day, it's also a form of dry snitching. You know, you're doing the job. You're doing Dog the Bounty Hunter's job for them.
Yes.
You're telling them everything, who did it, when they did it, how they did it, why they did it, and what they look like too. It's crazy.
For real. Okay, we're getting close to, let's see. I'm going to just pick this one right here. It's calling me. Oh, Gunners Collective TV gets out of jail.
I'm back. So, and we've done this on the video whenever you interviewed me and I interviewed you. We talked about it. So, but you know what? It's pretty relevant because a lot of shit's happening right now. I've noticed a lot of content creators getting struck like this. In fact, I heard Milk's going through the same shit right now.
Exactly.
We were real skeptical about Milk, kind of concerned with Lecce. I was actually going to tap in and call him, but then I remember that he went to No Jumper, and then I was like, fuck him, right? But I was going to give him a call because I was concerned. I didn't know if he was tied up buck naked in some building, right? Some abandoned building. Because, you know, Milk drops a lot of videos. Well, from what we heard from somebody, he's demonetized on his channel. He got reported and demonetized.
And Gunner knows that when they demonetize you like that, you're not allowed to come out and say,
yes,
I'm demonetized.
You can't say it. Here's the rules.
We're assuming.
Yeah,
go ahead.
So here's the rules on that. If you get demonetized, so there's rules to it. So myself, I got demonetized, and it's a 90-day shot. It's usually 90 days right off the rip, right? So that's why he hasn't uploaded for a month. You could still upload content. Now, don't get it twisted. You could still upload content. You're just not getting paid for it. And there's not a content creator that's going to do that. The very first, I've been demonetized twice. The first time, no one even knew because I uploaded videos every single day. Some of my best videos I've ever dropped were during that time because I wanted to keep my channel relevant at that time. I was building my channel. This time I didn't upload content. And the reason I didn't was I felt, I have 120,000 subs on that channel. It's going to sustain itself. They could watch my older videos. And it did. There's nothing you could do about it. Once you get demonetized, you could appeal it. You're probably going to get shot down. Once they go that route, they go that route. Now, they did that with me. And because I used reused content. And I got reported, and I didn't play the blame game. Somebody reported me. Obviously, you get reported. That's what brings the attention of YouTube to you. And I don't think I got reported by a content creator that was hating on me or nothing. I think I got reported by someone who's seen a clip that they had and was like, hey, this is reused. And that was it. I wasn't stealing anyone's material or nothing like that. I was going actually, and I had told Dubs, that's how I gained so many subs, the shorts. I was finding old clips from 20 years back when YouTube first started. And, I was switching up. I just didn't do enough. You have to switch up the content. You have to do enough. And I didn't. So anyways, it feels good to be back. Gunners Collective TV's pumping now. I got both channels cracking. And the shit don't stop. You know what I mean? It feels good to be out of YouTube jail and out the hole. And we're just going to keep it pumping. But, hey, there was a lot of hearsay, a lot of he said, she said going on. When my channel blew up, when I got all those subs, people were like, hey, he's buying his subs. He's doing this. He's doing that. And obviously, if I was doing that, they would have took all my subs and they would have killed my channel. But obviously, you see, I just gained another 1,000 the other day. So we're at 124K now. So that was never the case, man. And I felt I didn't have to explain myself to anyone at that point because, I mean, just, I waited my 90 days and the proof was right there. Now, as far as buying views and all that, I've heard it all, right? If I was going to buy views, I'd have 100K each video. I wouldn't have 10, right? That's straight up. But it just feels good to be out. And I know there was a lot of hearsay going on. And to be honest with you, I wanted to answer one other question about that was my plaque, my YouTube button. Yeah. So about 2 weeks before my channel got demonetized, I got a copyright strike, or not a copyright strike, but a strike for using, I guess it was a dangerous content. It was some girls fighting or whatever, right? And jumping some other chick in the audio or whatever. And they hit me with a strike, and I appealed it, lost. But it was just a warning strike, so I could still upload. That's what they do. I had to take these classes, which Dubs, you know about those classes you have to take online. And then it's off your record in 90 days. Well, when I got 100K, man, I applied for my YouTube button, my plaque, and I was shot down. They said, you're not eligible for it. So I figured, okay, my channel got demonetized around the same time. Okay, maybe after I come off of that, then I could apply. I tried. And they said, you have to be, one of the criteria is you have to be without a strike on your channel for 365 days. So they're real harsh on that shit. So, it is what it is, man.
Last question right here. Oh, no, that one over there. Because we're already at 29 minutes. No Jumper fires everybody. No Jumper. You know what? I'm hearing more stuff about what happened over there at No Jumper. And it does make sense from a business standpoint. You know, I talked about how and apparently a lot of people liked my Brick Baby impersonation. I did that hobby. That's how that's it.
He's on
I,
the
I,
Howie.
See, I don't want to say the hood because I don't want anybody from that hood to feel. That's
Yeah.
why I don't say that. But that one for me. I West Side. His nose is plugged up though. I did that hobby though.
Hey,
I
on
West
baby.
Side.
Hey, on baby shitty car.
No, but so check it out. All the guys like Brick Baby, Sharp, and
Flacco, poetic
unfortunately,
Flacco.
Poetic Flacco. They were horrible. Holmes. Like I couldn't listen to them. There was nothing that they did that was interesting. And remember,
Respect to DW Flame. I like DW Flame.
yeah, I liked him.
Yeah.
He didn't fit in. He didn't fit in because he was still a
Too
lot of
gangster for them.
Yeah, these
Too
other
real.
dudes, you could tell every single one of them. No disrespect, but I'm gonna call it like I see them on the screen. All the rest of them I saw, they were bootlickers, eh?
Square Bears.
They were willing to kiss ass to just stay on the fucking platform.
Yeah.
And you know, that dude DW Flame told him straight out, man, fuck Adam. You know, he was like, fuck that. And you know, I think that was part of why Adam was like, no. But all of the shows that Adam himself said he looked at, and I just saw this free game. Anybody in a genre, whatever your genre is, they say, look at the most successful people in that genre. Look at what they're doing right and copy it. Not the material, but copy that success and you will become successful. And I think somebody got in Adam's ear and told him that same exact thing. Like, what are you doing? You have, what is it, 4 million subscribers over there.
Mm-hmm.
And the views don't add up.
Yeah.
And it's because he had that fool Dijon. You know, I don't even know what the fuck he ever did, man. He was just like, it seemed like he was in a bad mood all day. And Break Baby, Flacco, like there's no interviewing skills. Man. Yeah, but they brought nothing. Like they didn't bring people to the show. And I don't look when AD and T-Rail and them left, they were funny. They had personality. They had a following. They have success. I don't think Brick Baby's gonna be able to create a podcast. Sharp definitely won't.
Yeah,
you know, Poetic Flacco has one. I think he does have a following of sorts, but I think it's just because people are waiting for him to get like in trouble somehow.
Yeah, his is straight cheese man for the brothers. You know what I mean? And anyone who would take Poetic Flacco's fucking advice or words as concrete, like he knows what's going on in the streets. He don't know what's going on in the streets.
Hey, well, that channel,
the West Coast.
No, that channel. This is what trips me out. That channel, Point and Shoot, has clowned Poetic Flacco a lot, and he said, "I don't understand this part." So Poetic Flacco has made up this whole thing that he's from North Dakota, but he's originally from Baltimore. They got some killers in Baltimore.
So Gervonta Davis is from Baltimore.
Hey, but Point and Shoot is like, what could have gone on in Baltimore that he doesn't want anybody to know he's there and would choose to have you think he's a square from North Dakota?
What and why do you choose North Dakota?
They talk funny over there. Shout out to North Dakota, but
yeah, respects to North Dakota. I don't know what you guys got going on, but that motherfucker, he chose North Dakota. He said,
yeah, and they talk like Canadian.
I don't know what he's up to, man. I'm surprised he didn't choose fucking Fisher, Maine or something. I don't even know if that's a city. I just made it up. Fuck it. It probably is too. You know what I mean?
No, you got to just think, if you want to have anything about Maine, just think of a Stephen King book.
Yeah. I'm from Derry, Maine.
Derry. That's the it was in Derry, right?
It was in Derry. Hey, Flacco looks like an it.
Hey, Holmes, that how did he ever get involved in any kind of career where he has to speak and he can't speak?
He's willing to do what, I said it the other day. He's willing to do whatever, man. He's the fall guy.
He was the fall guy. Do it on camera, fool. Let's see if he fucking shoot mocos everywhere.
I almost fucking did the Norbies right there. Some moco.
Anyways. All right, well, we're over. Yeah, we're over 30 minutes over here. We're gonna go ahead and take a break. Make sure you head on over to which one is it again? Gunners Collective
Gunners
TV.
Collective TV.
Yeah, head on over to Gunners Collective TV for part 2 of Gunners and Dubs weekly recap. We appreciate you guys, man. Everybody stay safe, stay smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. We're out of here.